have a more diverse electorate. It's not packed full of progressives. He has to worry about those progressives. He needs to be out there working hard.
CBS political analyst John Dickerson was hit with a sudden jolt of reality when he was given some poll numbers that were in complete contrast to what he had just said. So check out this clip.
Congresswoman Jayapal gave the progressive view. She represents the progressives. The other side is represented by Terry McAuliffe. He'd like to be governor again in Virginia. He was also chairman of the party, and he told Jonathan Martin of the New York Times, he said, voters didn't send Democrats to Washington to sit around and chitty-chat all day. They need to get this done. He was talking about infrastructure, a host of policies he thinks are important, but he's also making a political case. His argument is the districts that are battlegrounds in the next election and the states that are have a more diverse electorate. It's not packed full of progressives, and that Democrats need to appeal to that more diverse electorate.
But this new poll out from Pew shows that the president's approval rating is down with young voters, some 14 percentage points since July, down 16 points among Latinos, 18 points among African Americans. These groups really help deliver the White House to President Biden. So how can he deal with anger among these particular parts of the electorate?
You know, when you go to a political rally and somebody shouts into a bullhorn, what do we want? Nobody shouts back, incremental progress. The people who turn out in midterm elections, Terry McAuliffe has his view. He says it's a more diverse electorate. What progressives will say is in midterm elections, the people who turn out are your most ardent supporters. And those are the people who really care at a human level about these programs. The Congresswoman was just talking about them. They see the human cost of not having child care paid for or not having a good start in pre-kindergarten. They also wonder what power is worth. If they did all this work to put Joe Biden and the Democrats in power, and these programs are broadly popular, as polling shows, why'd they do all this work if they're getting such weak tea from Washington? And so this is also a challenge for the president. Even if he can get some things passed, he has to worry about those progressives. He needs to be out there working hard. And so one of the challenges will be, even if something gets passed, how the president and the party sort of bind up their own bruises and convince progressives that they got as much as they could and that they should keep fighting.
How do these guys do this? I mean, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth in the same 2-minute clip. So now let me just be clear. John Dickerson, of course, you know, with these live hits, he had to have been aware of the poll. I'm sure he was given that information beforehand. So it's not like that came out of the blue and he all of a sudden had to change his perspective here. It's just this constant desire to have to appeal to conservatives in the face of all the facts and data. So he brings up the Terry McAuliffe point there about you have to appeal to a more diverse electorate, which if he meant a working class electorate, then he'd be correct. You know, the working class want to see, for example, what's in the budget bill, an expansion at Medicare, universal pre-K, an investment into climate change. Then he'd be right if that was his perspective here. But he is equating a more diverse electorate with more conservative voters. But that's all Democrats have been doing for the past 40 years. Like, what are you talking about? And of course, he has no actual data to back that up. The actual data backs up the progressive view that right now Biden and Democrats are losing 18 to 29-year-olds, Hispanics, black support. All of it is down because Biden is under-delivering. That's what the actual data shows. But there's this constant desire from the mainstream press to have to appeal to both sides, even when one side is completely wrong and one side is clearly correct. It's it's just incredible. And like he says here, Jayapal gave the progressive view, and then he has to come in and pull out a Terry McAuliffe interview from the New York Times out of nowhere. Do you ever see them do the opposite? When there is a conservative guest that is brought on, which is almost all the time, that's almost exclusively who these shows have on, do they ever come out and say, well, the Bernie Sanders view, this is what Bernie Sanders said in a recent New York Times piece? No, they never do that. But because they represented the progressive view, you know, for a rare moment here on Face the Nation when they had Jayapal on earlier, John Dickerson has to come on and give the conservative view. It's just comical. I don't know how these guys can make points that clearly contradict each other and just make it with a straight face, as if they're, oh, that's real journalism, giving both sides, even though one side has no data at all to back it up, and the other side has all the data, all the facts. It's just ridiculous. But it's a window into how mainstream press operates. It's always pro-corporate, pro-conservative, looking at the conservative perspective, and the progressive perspective is treated as the fringe, even though all the data supports that side.